Voters are getting their ballots in the mail for the upcoming primary election at the end of the month, and a new political ad hit the air. But this one has nothing to do with the primary.
It is about a controversial move by state lawmakers that the ad claims is aimed at undermining the will of voters. Your political reporter, Sean Boyd, gives the ad a reality check.
It's been said laws are like sausages. It's best not to see them being made. But the group behind this ad would likely disagree. It claims some lawmakers at the state capitol slipped a secret ingredient into a bill when no one was watching, and it's left them with a bad taste.
This year, politicians passed a last-minute amendment attempting to block a November ballot measure they don't like.
That's true. Representative Emily Sirota, a Denver Democrat, introduced several amendments to Senate Bill 210 in the final days of the legislative session, as lawmakers were distracted by the big property tax measure. The amendment in question deals with ranked choice voting, the subject of a ballot measure by the group Let Colorado Vote, which paid for this ad. Here's what you need to know about their ballot measure. If it passes, instead of party primaries, all candidates, regardless of party, would be on one ballot. The top 4 finishers would advance to the general election, where voters would rank them in order of preference. If a candidate receives more than 50% of the vote, they win. If not, the last place finisher is eliminated, and his or her votes are reallocated to the candidates voters rank second. The elimination process continues until one candidate has 50%. But even if Coloradans adopt ranked choice voting, it may be years before it takes effect, if ever. Under the last-minute amendment to the bill, ranked choice voting would first have to be tested by 12 cities and counties with a specific number and makeup of voters. The Secretary of State and lawmakers would then determine whether it worked. It's unclear what happens if they deem it a failure. Among other things, they would have to assess its impact on turnout in historically underrepresented communities, including the disabled community, non-English speaking voters, and non-white voters.
It was done under the ruse of protecting black and brown voters, but its real purpose is protecting partisans.
That's opinion. What's interesting is the group backing the ballot measure, led by former healthcare executive and philanthropist Kent Thiry, who's unaffiliated, includes Democrats, Republicans, and independents. And while a Democrat introduced the amendment, Democratic and Republican county clerks support it, saying they do not want to make a large-scale change without first understanding the impact. Bottom line, while lawmaking, like sausage making, is messy, the meat grinder needs to be where everyone can see it and no one can add secret ingredients. Not only was one of the bill's sponsors in the dark about the amendment, I'm told so was Governor Polis, putting him in a difficult spot. Sign it, and he's blamed for subverting the will of voters should the ballot measure pass. Veto it, and he prevents other important election-related changes in the bill from taking effect. In the end, he signed it. I suspect there will be heavy pressure on lawmakers to revisit the amendment should the measure pass. I'm Sean Boyd. That's Reality Check.
Now, Governor Polis released a statement saying if the ballot measure passes, the language in the bill will not be the starting point for implementation, and it will be essential to reconcile the bill with the measure and to take prompt and good faith actions to successfully implement the will of the voters no later than the 2028 election cycle.